Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you two different ways on how to create cells in paintings. I'm going to try using isopropyl alcohol, and the other one I'm going to try using silicone. So I'm going to do a fluid pour and add isopropyl to one of the paintings, and the other one I'm going to add silicone to see how each one reacts and to see which one creates better cells. So I've got my canvas here. It's a small one, it's a little tester one that I like to try these things on. I've got Aqua Green by Liquitex Basics, I've got Pink from Crafter's Choice, I've got some purple from Crafter's Choice, and then I'm going to end up with some white as well from Liquitex. It doesn't really matter what brand of paint you're using, especially in a dirty pour, I find. So I've got two cheaper ones and two more expensive ones, so we'll see how they react. Now, to do a fluid pour, obviously the paint needs to be thinned slightly. Now, I tend to use either Liquitex pouring medium or Floetrol. Now, today I'm going to use Floetrol because I'm running out of my Liquitex pouring medium. And also, Floetrol is actually a lot cheaper, so I've been using this a bit more recently. Now, to make your paints ready for a fluid pour, the formula I use is 2 parts Floetrol or pouring medium, 1 part paint and 1 part water. This is what I've found works for me the best. And then we're going to add in a little bit of silicone to one lot of paint, and then a little bit of isopropyl to the other lot to see the differences between the two. So the way I measure it is I have some scales. This is just easier. I'm going to do it in grams because that's what I usually do it in, but you can convert it to ounces or whatever else you want to use. So for the Floetrol, I'm going to do around 12 grams. Let's pour that in. Okay, that's 12. So that's the 2 part. Oh, it's gone to 13, but anyway, that's fine. So I've got 12 grams in there. This is for a small painting, so obviously you're going to need to size it up if you want a larger painting. But I'm going to do 1 part paint, so that's going to be 6 grams. Then I'm going to do 6 grams of water as well, and this is just filtered water. So I'm just going to mix that up. Okay, and that's looking quite a good pouring consistency, if you can see. So I'm going to do that to each colour twice, because obviously I'm going to show you how the isopropyl works as well. Right, okay, I have all my cups ready, so my 2 whites, 2 purples, 2 pinks and 2 blue or turquoises. Now I'm going to add silicone to these 4, and I'm going to add isopropyl to these 4. So with the silicone, I've got this brand 3-in-1 silicone lubricant. Okay, so with the silicone, unfortunately I don't have one that's like a dropper. So what I'm going to do is actually spray this into a cup, and then I've got a dropper here which I will use with it. I am only going to use probably around 7 drops in each of the colours, just because I don't want too much. I mean, the more you put in, obviously the more it separates. Okay, so I've sprayed some silicone in here. Pick it up with the dropper, and I'm just going to put 5 drops in this one, or 7 drops. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in this one, and 7 in here. 1, 2, 3. So I don't tend to put silicone in the white, just because the white is quite a heavy medium and I quite like the colours coming through the white, so I don't like the white to lace too much. That's just preference. You can still use it if you want to. Now I'll give it a little bit of a stir, not too much. If you want it like really, really lacy, then give it a bit of a better stir, but I'm just mixing it in generally. It's obviously going to get mixed in anyway when we do like a dirty pour. And now with these, I'm going to add the isopropyl. So I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, so I've got some isopropyl here. This is 99% isopropyl alcohol, which is rubbing alcohol. Now isopropyl can get really smelly and really fumy, so just make sure you have an open window or a mask or a well ventilated room when doing this. So I'm going to pick up some isopropyl and I'm going to do the same sort of amount, so 7 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and again leave the white, so I'm going to just pour that back in there. I'm going to give these a stir. Okay, so I'm going to start by doing the isopropyl alcohol one first. Okay, so I'm going to start my pour. I'm going to start with some white at the bottom and then start layering it up. So some pink, then some blue, some purple, and then I'm just going to repeat that process, so the rest of the white. Okay, so I've got all my colours. Might just do a tiny stir. Yep, like literally that's it. And then I'm going to get my canvas, pop it on top. Probably got enough for more than the bigger canvas, but anyway, that's fine. Pop it on top, and then get these ready. I'm going to flip the cup over, let go and take the cup off and see what we get. Okay, so I'm going to start moving it around. Okay, I just cleared up a bit of the paint underneath so that you can see better what it looks like. This is the using the isopropyl. It has created some cells. It's quite nice. It's quite muted. Let me zoom in just to show you. Okay, so that's that one. Like I said, it's quite muted. It's come up with some cells around here. It's not really separated the paint layers, but I think it looks quite nice. I'm quite happy with how that's turned out. The white hasn't come through as much as I would have liked, but overall I think it looks quite nice. So I'm going to leave that one to the side whilst we work with the other one. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to give it a tiny stir, just like literally like in and out. Not, you really don't want to mix it up. I'm just going to pop that on top and then just flip. As you can see already, it's completely come off the sides of the cup, and that's probably because of the silicone oil. So I am going to let go of that and now see how this one goes. It's completely come off the cup actually. So I'm going to let this one do its own thing for a while. Now the silicone already looks like it's got more cells in it than the isopropyl. It's still kind of creating cells as we speak. I didn't use this on the isopropyl, but I can. I have actually got this spray duster, which I sometimes use just to separate a bit more of the cells. So you can kind of just spray it and it separates the paint a bit so you can see underneath, you know, kind of creates more patterns in like areas where there's a bit too much white. You can kind of use it to spray bits out. Now in terms of them next to each other, you can see quite a big difference. I'm going to zoom in again. Okay, so I feel like this is a better view for all of you. So this is the one with the silicone. So the silicone has created some really nice cells. Sometimes it can look a bit busy, so you can either put in less silicone, so maybe like 2 or 3 drops, or you can just not stir it so much. And then this is the isopropyl over here. So it's a lot more muted, a lot more calm. So those are the 2 different types. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and let me know if you enjoy these kind of videos, what kind of tutorials you would like to see next. Thanks for watching today. Please hit the subscribe button and see you all very soon. Bye.